Good morning, everyone. My name is Stephanie, and I'm here today to tell you about how I save money when I purchase makeup. When I first started purchasing makeup, I didn't know how much money I was going to be spent. So rather than just buy everything that I wanted, I looked at my budget and talked with my love, my light. And he said, you can spend $200 a paycheck if you really truly want on makeup. That's $400 a month. I'm not doing that. Especially not on a luxury item that only really serves me. So, and I do know that people spend way more than that, but to me, $400 is a lot of money. So, I decided that I was going to spend up to $50 a payday. And it's $100 a month, and that seems reasonable to me. You can adapt my system to whatever number that you come up with, and that seems reasonable to you. But here's how I did it, and here's what's in my categories. I have 3 categories of makeup, and this can apply to you, definitely. The first category is utilitarian. It's stuff that I use every single time that I found that a higher price tag doesn't mean a better quality product. And I don't really care as long as it works. If it's a really good quality product or a mediocre quality product. It's kind of the stuff that is boring to me. So the next category is functional. That is my $20 product, and I can go up to $20 on this product. It has to work. I will pay more money because I am set on this product being nice looking every time I put it on. It's also a product I use every single day, and I'm willing to spend more money to get the product specifically that I want. The next topic is one of a kind. It is my $50. It is up to $50. These are products that I'm never going to hit any sort of pan on, or I'm never going to empty them. I use them infrequently at best. Even with my little minuscule collection, I still use most of my my up to $50 products, one of a kind products. Maybe every other time I do makeup. Usually it's like every third time I do makeup. So let's get into what are actually in the categories and why I decided to put them in the categories they're in. The first category is utilitarian. That is up to $10. I will spend up to $10 and no more. Mascara. A great mascara can be had for under $10. A mediocre, which is basically what this one is, the S.he makeup Abracadabra volume mascara. Sorry, tongue twister. It was $1 on JB&E's. I'm perfectly willing for mediocre to work with mediocre mascara for $1. Next one is setting powder. I get S.he. I have gotten really expensive setting powders in my S.he. This was another JB&E's dollar product. Malibu Glitz Deluxe setting powder in buff. I can't tell the difference. All of them work the same. The next one's going to be a little bit of a controversial one. Brow pencil. They all work the same. I don't have problem brows. I don't have to do a lot of filling. I do the tail and fill in a little bit here. And if I'm feeling that I want my brows to be kind of accented today, I might fill in a little bit towards the front. But for the most part, this is what I'm working with. Kleancolor, JB&E's, $1. You sensing a trend? The next one, I actually have a more expensive one as well, but I find that they work very similar. They're a little bit different in color, but eye primer helps me not to use my expensive to me concealer, because I purchase concealer that's a little bit pricier. It has to function. It has to cover up a multitude of sins. Well, I mean, it has to cover up a little bit. Okay, so eyeshadow primer helps me not to use my concealer as my eyeshadow base. It evens out the color on my eyelids and gives a base for my eyeshadow. That's all I really needed to do. I'm not gonna pick one up that's more expensive to do the exact same thing that this $1 Kleancolor one does. Alright, so there's a little bit of method to my madness on this next one. I'm an eyeliner fiend. I will use 2 or 3 eyeliners every look I do. So I buy the cheap eyeliners. they work beautifully. They may have a little bit of a endurance issue, but everything's going to have an endurance issue when it comes to my eyes, because I have allergy. I wipe my eyes constantly. They water. It's just not a good situation for anything that I put on my eyes, and I'll forget that I have makeup on, and whoop, there it goes. So this is, oops, wrong one. This is a felt tip black eyeliner from Deluxe. Got it in my regular $10 lipstick bag, and I love it. It's matte black, doesn't move, and I would say that I would repurchase this again, but I've already purchased something remarkably similar. Again, JB and Eve's $1. So I'm never going to go through all of my eyeliner. I have just made peace with that. I will acquire more in different colors, or the same color, just because. Ooh, pretty eyeliner. Regular colored lipstick. I am not paying over $10 for this. I'm just not. This is a brown putty color from a brand called MUA, and it is in the color name is Fig. I have the green eyeliner for my eyes and this on my lips today. It works, but I'm not jumping for joy over it. Next is a product that I find every single one works exactly the same. Blush. There's different colors, different pigmentation. It's either really saturated, which this one is, Kleancolor. I guess I'm really digging the brand. I think this is, it may not have a number, but it is just a terracotta. The only thing that I found remarkable on this is the fact that the website and the product you get a little bit deeper and dark, and the product's a little bit deeper and darker in color. Okay, final dollar category for me. Setting spray. Another Kleancolor product. I've not really played around with setting spray. I don't see any difference as far as what my makeup looks like. I may have a little bit more endurance, but it's not that noticeable. So I'm not going to pay more for something I don't see. And I kind of don't like spraying myself in the face. Why did I get setting spray? Because somebody told me it would make my makeup last longer. And it does, but spraying yourself in the face. Not a big fan. Okay, so next category is the functional category. I will pay up to $20 for primer that works. This is the Touch and Soul No Poreblem primer. It kind of works, but it's my only full size primer. The rest of them are samples I got from S.he. I will pay up to $20, but I ain't paying what the people are asking for those full size, especially when I like to switch up primers depending on what look I'm going for. Like today I used a dewy primer and the Pixie Glow Tonic setting spray, and I'm okay with the finish. I used this matte foundation. It is Mary Kay Complete Coverage Matte Wear Liquid Foundation, and it is not a complete coverage, not full coverage. It's medium coverage at best, but it is buildable, and I paid $18 for it. Would I repurchase it? Probably not, because it's not really my color, but I need a foundation that works, so I'm willing to pay up to $20 for one. Next one is moisturizer. Again, a Mary Kay product. $18, I think, too. Maybe not. I got it in an acne prone kit. My moisturizer is the layer between the itchy makeup and my skin, which likes to eat makeup and likes to itch me half to death when I've got makeup on. So if I have moisturizer on and primer on, then my skin's not really that sensitive, but it freaks out if I don't have either one, or if I just have one. So I need something that's going to keep my skin clearer when I have makeup on, and that's really my number one priority, that, and probably the fact that it feels good and not greasy. And that does. So I'm willing to pay up to $20 for it. This is yet another controversial one. Highlighter. Now, I know some people are so attached to their highlighters, but here's my issue. They're the same color. Every single highlighter on the market is those four colors and maybe a purple. That's it. It's champagne, white, kind of like a darker bronze that I really can't wear as a highlighter, a pink, and a purple. I did find a rainbow highlighter for $5, which I use for inner corner highlight. And don't tell nobody, but actual highlight. I'm one of those weird folks that will wear green highlighter just because it matches my eyes and lips. I like the monochrome look. Okay, so the next one is kind of weird. browns, nudes, purples, berries, peaches. Those colors are a dime a dozen, and I can get them in a cheap formula. I can get them in a more expensive formula, and it doesn't really matter to me because they all basically look across the board the same. So I'm not spending more than $10 on a lipstick or a liquid lipstick or cream lipstick. I don't wear glosses, and I'm kind of on the fence now about lip crayons. I used to love them, not so much anymore. Okay, so however, lipsticks that are unusual, I'm willing to pay up to $20 for a lipstick that is in a shade that I don't see all that often, in a formula that I like. NYX Liquid Suede, and I believe the color is Life's a Beach, which is a bright coral. Bright. Okay, so I said I didn't care about my brows. I do a little bit. I want them to stay in place. If I brush them up, I want them to stay up. I will pay up to $20 for brow gel. And I know there is a category in here missing. Bronzers and contour, which, I mean, basically they serve the same function. They're a little bit different color. I'm just now getting into those. I'm just now playing around with them. So I don't know where I'm going to stick those. I like the $25 Color Effects bronzer I got in my BoxyCharm. And I'm kind of not digging the Muse contour I got. But I'm also not really sure what color contour I should be. I should wear. If I should actually like get a lighter color contour, or like a deeper foundation, like a honey color foundation, and use contour that way. I don't know. I'm still playing and still experimenting, so I'm not willing to spend over $20 on it. But it may be one of those things where once I find what I'm looking for and what to use, I'm probably going to stick in the utilitarian category because I'm not excited about it. I like the results. I used Color Effects today. I like the results. It adds dimension to my face, but it's not really a step that I'm drilled to do. Unlike my last category, what am I willing to pay up to $50 for? Behold the glory. Oh, isn't it beautiful? Isn't it lovely? And you're seeing my ceiling. Isn't it lovely? Isn't it wonderful? BH Cosmetics Galaxy Chic Baked Eyeshadow Palette. This is almost perfect. If it were a little bit better, I would be a whole lot happier because I love the shiny. Don't get me wrong, the shiny is everything. It just doesn't last. I'm willing to pay up to $50 for an eyeshadow palette. Or an eyeshadow singles bundle. In colors I don't have. A formula that is beautiful on the eyes and easy to apply. But I'm not willing to pay Viseart prices. I'm not willing to pay Natasha Denona prices. I'm not willing to pay Pat McGrath prices. I'm willing to pay medium, high-end prices. Like, I've been eyeing some stuff from Davina Cosmetics. Been eyeing some stuff from Apocalyptic Beauty. A bunch of stuff from Apocalyptic Beauty that will probably add up all together to be about $50. If I can figure out exactly where I want to start. This is my system and it works. I know that if I splurge on the Davina eyeshadow bundle that I've been eyeing, I can't purchase anything else until the next pay period. I can get a whole bunch of stuff off of JB and Eve's, which, you know, it's functional and that's what I did. But it doesn't make my heart race. It doesn't make me go, oh my goodness, look at that. Now, that's not to say that I won't cheap out on eyeshadow palettes. Most of my eyeshadow palettes are $10. Maybe cheaper than that. And that's, well, and I don't include the retail value, especially not on my Ipsy palette. I include what I pay for it. If you don't know if those retail prices are inflated, then do you really need to look at the quality that you're getting? Because I can tell you right now, the Nomad Berlin Underground palette we just got, I was looking at the Berlin Underground palette when it first dropped, and I was almost ready to purchase it. But nobody reviewed it, so I didn't know what I was going to get into, and I didn't really want to spend $37 plus shipping from a brand I didn't know. So when it came in, and then months went by and other people released the same, almost exact same color story, and it wasn't as special anymore. So when Ipsy, and I thought about it, and then I rethought it, and when it came in Ipsy, I was happy because I'd get to try it. I'd wanted this palette, but I don't know if it was the quality of Nomad Cosmetics or not, but the color payoff, if you can look on my eyes, this and this are from the Nomad Cosmetics palette. It's okay, it's decent, but I had to lay down a base of yellow eyeshadow to get any sort of near color that I wanted. Right, so in order to customize my makeup system for yourself, if you only buy high-end stuff, I would do $20 for your utilitarian products, up to $20, or maybe like $25. Most of the stuff, like the mascaras I see, are about $20-25 range. $40, $40 to $50, and then like $70 to $80 for your splurge category. And if you don't believe in high-end makeup at all, and honestly, if you don't want anything other than wearable, everybody's like, oh god, that's such a cringy word, because this is wearable. Well, yeah, but it's also not something I would wear on a job interview either. If you only do browns, pinks, berries, soft, easy colors, you really don't have to spend a lot, because everybody makes those colors. It's very hard to find colors that aren't those in palettes, especially high-end palettes. I get bored to tears when I'm looking at the high-end palettes, because most of them are basic colors I already have, and I have a minuscule collection. I have 7 eyeshadow palettes. That's it, 7. And if I have them already, why would you keep releasing? I think that's it. And that's it for the video. If you want to follow me on my social media platforms, they're linked down below. If you want to ask me a question, comment on the video, or tell me your most expensive makeup purchase. Mine was probably, I'm gonna guess, the BH Cosmetics, the Galaxy Sheet palette, or what you've been eyeballing. Comment down below, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.